if your hair is dry, brittle, and breaking, you may never be able to retain length, and that's why I'll show you how to fix it and keep your hair soft, moisturized, and growing. Hi my loves, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Here in this channel we talk about relaxed hair care, hair growth tips, protective styling, and anything hair related. So if you know you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing to join the family. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to moisturize dry hair for hair growth. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. So the first thing I want to share with you guys when it comes to moisturizing your hair effectively for hair growth is to hydrate from within. So make sure that you are taking in enough water. It's not just about packing a ton of products on your hair, applying a ton of oils and moisturizers on your hair. It starts from within. The building blocks for your hair strands are from what you take into the body. So all the protein, keratin, the bonds, including the moisture, starts from what you take in. So that is why taking in enough water is very, very important. So you should be taking in at least 2 to 3 liters of water every single day. Doing this is going to hydrate your hair, make your hair moisturized and less dry. So this is the very first thing you want to consider. If your hair is dry and you want to make it more moisturized, you want to make it hydrated, you want to make it softer, and you want it to retain length, get healthier, and get longer. Because if your hair is moisturized, it is less likely to break. When your hair is dry, when it's brittle, it's going to break, sis. So if you want to get your hair supple, soft, and longer, you have to make sure that you try as much as possible to moisturize your hair, prevent dryness, and this starts from hydrating your hair from within by taking in enough water. Moving on, the next thing you want to consider is choosing the right moisturizer. Your hair products can break or make your hair. A good hair care product can literally transform your hair for the better, and a bad hair care product can destroy your hair, damage your years of hard work, and take your hair journey back to square one. Okay, so choosing the right product is very, very important, and the same applies to choosing a moisturizer. Now you may be thinking that something as simple as picking a right moisturizer is not important, because like, is it not just to moisturize your hair? But since it is very, very important, the type of product matters. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So personally, for moisturizing my hair, I use the Prophetic Mega Growth Daily Leave-In Straightener, and my hair loves it so much. In fact, I have been using this product for like 5 or 6 years now, and this is the moisturizer I have been using ever since I started using it. Like, I have not used any other moisturizer. That is because I love the results I get from it. But this same product, this same moisturizer that my hair loves so much, that helps me prevent breakage and makes my hair so moisturized, some people use that same Mega Growth moisturizer and get breakage. Yes, sis, you may be surprised, but I have seen a lot of people experiencing breakage with using this moisturizer, like from my comment sections, DMs, and that is because people have different hair types, people have different hair needs. A hair product may be good for one person and bad for the next person. So Prophetic Mega Growth line usually have protein in them. The same applies to their moisturizers. So for me, I don't have a problem with that, because first of all, my hair is relaxed, so I need the extra protein, I need those extra bond, I need the extra strength. Apart from that, I don't usually do protein treatments that often, because I usually deep condition my hair in between my long-term protective styles, which can range anywhere from 2 to 4 months. Okay, and I don't apply products that often on my hair, because while on long-term protective styles, I try as much as possible to avoid product buildup. So whenever I use products, my hair actually needs it, because I don't use products every day. But for some people that already have protein sensitive hair, or that are suffering from protein overloads, that may have been applying products on their hair like too frequently, and they need a break from protein, when they use this product, instead of getting good results from it, they can actually get breakage, because their hair is protein sensitive, their hair is protein overloaded. So at this point, they should be trying as much as possible to avoid every form of protein. But when they use a moisturizer that has protein in it, this can actually cause hair breakage instead of leading to length retention. Okay, so this is an example of how a product can be good or bad depending on the person's hair needs and depending on the compatibility with your hair. Now, Mega Growth product itself, like the moisturizer itself, it's not a bad product. Like, it's a very good product. Like I said, I have been using it consistently for 5 to 6 years now. But just because our hair needs may be different, it may be compatible with mine but not with yours. It may be compatible with yours but not with another person. Okay, so that is why choosing the right moisturizer is important. Make sure that you are choosing moisturizers that are compatible with your hair, that are going to give you what your hair needs. Now, on the other end, there are some products that are just completely bad. Okay, like, it doesn't matter whatever your hair needs are, whatever your hair goals are, it's not going to give you results. So try to avoid those products as well as much as possible. Try to go for quality products, okay? Pick quality products. And quality does not actually have to be expensive. Don't think that the more expensive a product is, the more quality it has. A product can be cheap and has better quality than a product that is expensive, and vice versa. So it's not about the price. Rather than the price, check the product itself, check the ingredients, check the brand, check the reputability of the brand, check reviews on the product, and yeah, all of that. So make sure that you are choosing the right moisturizer for your hair. Moving on, another thing you want to consider when trying to moisturize your dry hair for hair growth is to lock it in. Lock in the moisture. You can't just apply a moisturizer on your hair like that and call it moisturizing. So effectively moisturize your hair, you have to lock it in. So there are two popular methods of moisturizing and sealing, that is locking in moisture, which are the LOC method and the LCO method. So L stands for liquid or a leave-in, O stands for oil, and C stands for a cream or a heavy butter. So the first thing is always your liquid or your leave-in. Now for the second and third step, this is where the difference is. So you may decide to go in with an oil first before ending it with a cream, or use a cream first before ending it with an oil. So yeah, these are the popular recommended two methods of moisturizing and sealing your hair. So personally, I don't use this. Yeah, I am not proud to say it, but yeah, I use more of the LO method. Okay, so I use my leave-in, which is my moisturizer, and then I use my oil. But I am definitely going to be trying one of these two methods one of these days, okay, because I need to make sure that my moisture stays in locked for longer periods, considering the fact that I don't apply products on my hair that often, and I'm usually on long-term protective styles. So the few times I moisturize, I have to make sure that I lock it in and it stays. So that is why I'm going to be looking into trying one of the two standard recommended methods. But yeah, for now, I still seal in though. Don't get me wrong, I seal in with an oil. So it's not as if I'm just moisturizing and leaving my hair. But instead of the 3-step process, I am using a 2-step process, which is the LO method, okay? But to get the best results, make sure that you are using one of the two recommended methods. And honestly, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like the L can just be water, guys. Like when I got to a plateau and when I started wanting to get my hair healthier and longer, I started moisturizing them with water, guys. Yes, I would spritz my hair with water and sail with olive oil. And sis, when I say that did wonders for my hair. Like I am not even exaggerating. This was the method I used when I was taking down my protective styles back then. This was the method I used when I was moisturizing and sealing my hair back then. And guys, it made a lot of difference. Like it helped me retain so much length. Like I was shocked at the results that simple act can give. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. As long as you have a leave-in, a liquid, or a cream or a moisturizer of some sort, then you have your oil, and then you have your cream or your heavy butter, or even something as simple as shea butter, sis, you are good. So yeah, guys, if you want to effectively moisturize your dry hair to promote healthy hair growth, make sure that you are locking in your moisture. Another thing you want to consider is to avoid product buildup, because when you have product buildup on your hair strands are going to absorb products less. The more product buildup you have, the less capable your hair strands are of absorbing your hair products and your moisturizers. So try as much as possible to avoid product buildup. Now, if you are the type that moisturizes or use products on your hair every single day, or some people even do it twice a day, says you are going to be washing your hair more frequently, because if you accumulate days on your hair strands, trust me, your hair is not going to like it. The more products you use on your hair, the more frequently you should wash your hair. Yes, and that is why I don't use products on my hair that often, because I don't wash my hair that often. Like I said, I wash my hair in between my protective styles. Okay, so while I'm in my protective styles, I try as much as possible to use products only when necessary. So if you know that you are the type that uses products on your hair every single day, in order to avoid product buildup, you are going to need to wash your hair more frequently. You are going to need to clarify your hair more often, yeah, compared to someone that doesn't use products every day. So you can use clarifying shampoos to clarify your hair. You can even use apple cider vinegar, okay? So yeah, know that the more often you use products, the more your hair can get product buildup, and the less its ability is going to be to absorb products. So if you want to get a maximum result from your products, if you want to make sure that your moisturizers, your oils, penetrate very, very well into your hair strands and you get the best results from your routine, make sure that you are doing it on clean hair strands. Make sure that you are doing it on hair strands that don't have product buildup. Now, moving on, the next thing you want to do is to maintain moisture. It's not just about moisturizing your hair. It's not just about sealing it in. It's also about maintaining the moisture, okay? Because it's one thing to moisturize your hair, like it's one thing to carry out the routine, and it's another thing for your hair to stay moisturized. Because even if you do all these tips I mentioned above, but you don't have a way of maintaining the moisture in your hair, it's still going to go back to its original state of dryness. So in order to avoid this, you want to make sure that you maintain the moisture in your hair. And one of the ways you do this is to avoid harsh shampoos. For example, sulfate containing shampoos. Sulfate containing shampoos are not generally bad. Like, they have their roles to play, as for example when you want to clarify your hair or give your hair a deep clean and all of that. So the thing is to know when to use each type of shampoo. I use sulfate containing shampoos too, okay? So yeah, they are not bad. But when your hair doesn't have build up, when your hair just needs a gentle clean instead of a sulfate containing shampoo, at this point you may need to lean more towards mild shampoos, gentle cleansers, sulfate free shampoos, and this way you can actually maintain the moisture in your hair. Because the harsher the shampoo, or the more often you use the sulfate containing shampoo, the more drier your hair can get, because these can actually strip moisture from your hair. So if after moisturizing your hair you want to retain that moisture, you don't want to destroy it, you don't want to suck the life and moisture out of it, you have to maintain the moisture. And one of the ways you can do this is by avoiding harsh shampoos. Another way you can do this is by using silk or satin at night. So this range from your pillowcase to your bonnet. So you can either sleep with a satin or silk bonnet, or use a satin or silk pillowcase, or you can even use both, okay? So this way you can make sure that the moisture in your hair is retained, because when you use pillowcases that have cotton material and you actually sleep on them directly like that, this can suck moisture out of your hair strands. Like, if you have been using satin or silk bonnets, you can literally tell the difference when you wake up the next morning. Like, your hair feels so much softer, more moisturized compared to when you sleep directly on the cotton pillowcase. So sis, if you have been doing this, stop it, okay? So either start using satin or silk pillowcases, or use satin or silk bonnets. This is going to help maintain moisture in your hair. Another way you can maintain moisture in your hair is to refresh it if dry, okay? So the fact that you use a product today does not mean that you are never going to use it again and it's a done and dusted deal. No. If you notice that your hair is dry, you can still go back to top it up, to moisturize, to seal, and all of that. It's about finding a balance. Don't make sure that you are doing it too frequently to the point that your hair is not having product build up, and instead of getting positive results, your hair is not breaking. But then again, don't avoid it to the point that your hair becomes dry and now starts breaking off. So it's all about finding a balance, okay? So if you notice that your hair is dry, you can go ahead and top it up to reapply your moisturizers and to reapply your sealants. And if you are confused and you don't even know how to do this, you don't know when you are going overboard, when you are doing too much, or when you are doing too little, and you need a step-by-step guide, this is where the Ultimate Hair Growth ebook comes in, okay? So this is my hair growth ebook, and it has a daily routine section. So this is a 30 days step-by-step daily routine, which includes what we do on each and every day. Like, I literally broke it down in the ebook for you guys, like step by step. When you will moisturize, when you will wash your hair, when you don't need to do anything, like rest this, guys, like when you need to rest, when you need to sleep with your bonnet, when you need to take down your styles, like every single thing. It is literally a comprehensive routine that you can even recycle. Like, you can literally copy and paste this routine like for your hair all year round, and you will get tremendous results from it. Like, you'll be able to grow your hair longer, healthier, your hair will stay moisturized, like everything. Like, those of you that have already gotten the ebook, you can testify. Like, I'm already getting some comments and some DMs about the results that you girls have been getting, okay? So if you don't want to miss out on any of this, and if you need a step-by-step guide, you can get the ebook down below. I'll make sure to link it down in the description box. So yeah, guys, those are the tips I have for you on how to effectively moisturize dry hair for hair growth. And I want to know, let me know in the comment section down below how often you guys moisturize your hair. So I know I get this question a lot in my comments. So for my moisturizing, it depends on how long I carry my protective style. So for like a 3 months protective style, I can moisturize and seal my hair, let's say about 4 times or about 3 times, and that is because I carry my protective styles for so long and I try to avoid product buildup. Obviously, if I carry my protective styles for shorter durations, I can get away with moisturizing my hair more frequently since I'm going to be washing them off. But since I usually go on very long protective styles, I don't moisturize that often. So that's it for how often I moisturize my hair. Let me know how often you guys moisturize your hair in the comment section down below, okay? So yeah guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here and you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to join the family, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video, okay? So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.